Sunday morning Pillaging show. Chris4Raiders, oh, Raider Nation chasing, oh, Pillaging just for Sundays, oh, me and Chris, we don't miss, me and Chris don't miss, me and Chris don't miss, when it comes to this Raider classic, we don't miss, Raider Nation, we don't miss.
There it is. Good morning, Raider Nation. Good morning. Two things you might notice today. One, my partner in crime is not here today because he's taking care. He's not sick. There's nothing wrong with Jason. He is taking care of his fatherly duties. He's watching his little baby, which dad should do. He's doing the right thing. So he said he might pop in and he might not pop in. Also, you know that I'm wearing a Dodgers jersey that I found a couple weeks ago. And you know what happened last night. Dodgers World Series. But it's not a Dodgers show, it's a Raiders show. So let's get to it. What's going on today is that we're playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville Jaguars. They're not a bad team. They have some good players. They have a good quarterback. We need to step it up. We need to. I'm not going to say this is a must-win game, but it's a must-win game. Let's see who's in the chat right quick. My main man, Frank Weber, is here. Frank Weber, good morning. Hope it's a great morning after the victory. Then we got Jack. Jack, what's going on? Good morning. But here's the thing. Y'all's in the house. Salute. Like I said, Jason's not here because he's doing his fatherly duties. He might stop in. I don't know yet, but he might. Hopefully he does. I'm thinking about making this an open invitation to anybody want to come in because this is going to be a short show because the first game's at 10 o'clock. There's no international game today. So the first game will be at 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time, 1 o'clock Eastern. So we're going to do that. I might just go let anybody want to come in. We're in the show before the first game starts. So like I was saying, this is not a must win, but this is a must win because we can go 3-5 and still be in the hunt for a good record. Not saying we're gonna make the playoffs. Nah, playoffs? No, not even close. But we can make it more competitive in the AFC West. Because if you notice, the AFC teams are not like they were last year. There's no dominant team right now I can see. You got the Buffalo Bills, and you got those guys over there in Missouri, the Chiefs, and the Denver Broncos are doing well. But the Denver Broncos haven't played nobody yet from AFC, so we'll see when that happens. The thing is, we have to win this game. And then a few of my content creators, especially my buddy Jeff over there. Jeff, if you listen or if you hear this, they have to compete. Yeah, like what Frank Weber says, this is not a must win. This is a better win. They better win. And early in the season, we made our predictions that the Raiders probably lose this game, but we predict the Raiders would be a better record than what they are. We beat. I said 4-3 at the least, and it could have been 4-3. A couple of games that just let it slip away. But the other thing is this: lose this game, that's out. They're done. They're just completely kaput. The good news is that we got most of our guys back healthy. Max still a little banged up. But we got Butler back. We got that guy, that tight end, I forget his name. Hey, Brock Box. Yeah, he's back. He's back. So that should help the offense out a little bit or a lot. Other thing is this. We're home. We had to take care of home business. We only want one game at home against the Titans. One game. We need to take care of home. And as you those thumbnail, we need to draft a quarterback. We'll get into that in 1 second. Make sure I got everybody in the chat. I did invite a couple of guys to come in, but not if you guys want to come in, give me a thumbs up. I don't care because it's gonna be a short show. This is not gonna take long. This is gonna be real quick. But I need to see the Raiders be more competitive, more in the game, not lose a game in the first quarter and the game is over. I need to see a steady running game, a good dose of running game. I need to see Geno Smith pass the guys who's open, not double covered. You know, like y'all said, facts. It's not going to get easier. Winter day will get, winter day will be big for the players. Yeah, because now we get into the teeth of the schedule. You know, we got to play the Donkeys, man, Thursday night, which is, we have a short week. So a winter day will get them going, get them motivated. So the game today is at 1:00 p.m. Pacific time, 10 o'clock Eastern time, a.m. Of course, a.m. And I hope you guys adjust to a time change, get the extra hour sleep. So, you know, we have to get this win. Some way, somehow, somewhere, we have to get this win. Because if we don't, we're done. Because the rest of the schedule, like I said, is going to be rough. You know, we should have been 4-3 before the break. At least 3-4, but we're 2-5. We have no way to catch the Donkeys, and the way that the Chiefs are playing, or you call them queefs, the cheats, whatever. They're playing. They're making their run because that's what they do. You know, they start slow, then they make that little final push towards the end, halfway through the season. The Chargers are the Chargers. They do their thing. They'll probably make the playoffs too. But I'm not saying Raiders should make the playoffs. Not this year. I 1-10 wins. It's still possible, but that means they got to win a lot of games straight. They got to win like almost 8 games straight, or eight out of last 11 games. They got to win straight. 10 games. Yeah. They have to go 8-2 in the last 10 games to be 10-7. That's going to be a hard hill to climb. Hard hill to climb. Let's celebrate. Hey, what's up, my boy? Let's celebrate in the building. My game side prediction: Lion Johnson, 8 interceptions, 12 tackles, 2 picks. Coons, 5 sacks, 15 hurries, 13 tackles. Donator and second best for 251 yards, 5 touchdowns. You know, that's all the Raider, man. I love that enthusiasm. But for one thing, Lion Johnson's not gonna play today. He's out. He's off IR. But he's not playing. He probably won't play again, maybe to the Denver game or the game after that, the Monday night game with the Cowgirls. So he's not gonna be in there. But I'm glad he's back. You know, he's still working out, make sure he's okay. But those stats, man, are like fantasy league stats right there. But yeah, I like it. Anyway, do anybody accelerate? You want to come in, man? I'll send you a link. Well, matter of fact, I'll tell you what. This is an open show today because, like I said, I'm doing solo today because Jason is taking care of his dadly duties. Dadly, that's a new word. I made it up, so it might be the West or it might not be. But anyway, so I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Celebrate, come on in. If anybody want to come on in, come on in. I don't care. Because right now it's just one of those games, one of those days that, you know, we're off the bye week, and we know the Raiders' history, bye weeks are pretty awful. Even Pete Carroll's bye weeks are pretty awful. Now we rarely win a bye week after a bye week, but anywho, so you might want to come in. You can jump right in. That don't matter to me. This is not what you think it is. This is something else. But so in the thumbnail we say draft a quarterback. I want to ask you guys, after watching yesterday some of the college games, what quarterback would you want to draft? The first round, second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round. I like that guy from South Carolina, although they did lose. But I like the way he throws, the way he moves. He can throw the ball and he can run. But dropping a quarterback with this offensive line now, way it is, won't be conducive. I mean, if they draft in the first round, because you draft a quarterback in the first round, that's supposed to be the projected starter of your team. Eventually, year one. Maybe he sit for a few minutes, maybe sit for a few games, and then he starts. But I would not put a freshly drafted quarterback in the game one with this Raiders offensive line because you talking about ruining that guy's confidence. You're talking about he thought he can come in here and do things he did in college, gonna find out that he can't. And now that's your confidence, because confidence is the thing that a quarterback needs. He got to have confidence to run the offense. He have confidence to get the ball to the right receivers. He have confidence to do the things that need to be done by a quarterback. And if you shatter that in the first game he's in there, then he's done for the rest of his career. Done. So, Chad, tell me who you like to draft a quarterback, because we getting close to mock season draft or mock draft season. Reverse that. Because the way we look right now, we're standing number 8 on the draft board, still in the top 10. And the guys in front of us, they need quarterbacks, but not desperate for quarterbacks. They need other things. We need offensive line help. We need another tackle. Definitely need guards. Because Lord knows Parham next to John Forsythe, which is not his name. His name is Forsythe. John Forsythe used to be an actor. It's not working. And the left side is the most important part of the is the most important part of the offensive line, especially if you have a right-hand quarterback. Now, we had Penix, then it'd be a different story. Then it'd be Glaze and JPJ had to be the most important part, but we don't have Penix. Should have had him, but we didn't get him. The Falcons got him. So, good. Let me know what quarterback you guys would like to draft, if those who watch college football. I do. So, and then if you pick a quarterback, tell me who else you would draft to help this Raider team out. Because, we need some help. We need help in the defensive backfield. The DBs, they need help. I mean, they're doing okay, but they can get better. They can get better. The linebacker, they only had, I think, one guy has 2 years and the other guys have 1 year. We need linebackers. And this year's draft coming up, they got a bunch of linebackers coming out. And they got a lot of O-line coming out, especially at center position. I say this. The first round, I won't say draft a quarterback. No. I would say try to get one of these offensive tackles, offensive guards in the first round, and then trade back up, because we do have an extra pick. I say trade back up and then get the quarterback, just like the Giants did last year, and see how that worked for them. Because Jackson Dart is playing like lights out right now. So I will say this: we can draft a quarterback, but we got to draft line help. Defense line is decent. Linebacker core, we could strengthen that. DB room, we definitely have to strengthen that. We have to get that up and going. The safeties, yeah, we got Lane Johnson coming back, not this weekend, but uh, maybe Thursday night against the Donkeys, or maybe a week after that. I don't know when he's coming back, but he's back off IR. And then there's another guy that's back IR too, in case you guys know that was Aiden O'Connell. He's off IR. So tell me who you're picking to draft. Also, tell me this. Do you think Aiden O'Connell should be the backup quarterback to Geno Smith? Because now we have 4 quarterbacks on the roster. We got Cam Miller that's on the practice squad. He's going to be there for a while. You got Pickett, Lil Hans Pickett is there. And then you got, of course, Geno Smith. Now Aiden O'Connell's back. Here's the thing. Also, the trade deadline is Tuesday. You think they're going to trade Aiden O'Connell? I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't see anybody, because Aiden O'Connell can trade to a team. It's going to be the backup. Aiden O'Connell is like a backup quarterback as it stands right now. So, anyway, like I said, Jason's not here. Maybe he'll pop in, maybe not. Make sure you hit the likes, subscription buttons, and the notification buttons are both our channel, both streaming. And remember to go. So let's see. Anybody in the chat besides this one guy keeps spamming my chat? Anybody here? So I asked the question. I asked the question again. Draft a quarterback. What quarterback will we going to see the Raiders draft, and when are we going to see the Raiders draft that quarterback? Because they got a few good ones out there. Hey, morning, Ray Ryan. What's up, man? Thanks for coming in. Like I said, if you might want to pop in, because like I said, my partner in crime is not here today. He's doing his dadly duties. This is not Jack Daniels, guys. This is something else. It's a little medicine. So don't say Chris get drunk again. No, not yet. I'll get drunk after the Raider win. So we got Brock Bowers back. Yeah, it's deep, but I don't know that the quarterback pool in this draft are starters. Maybe for a team that definitely need a quarterback, but if I look at the league, a lot of teams do need quarterbacks. I'm sure Dallas will probably draft a quarterback. I'm sure that Saints will draft because that Rattler didn't work out. Now I think Schultz, everything shot, he started today. But teams want to need quarterbacks. And one thing the Raiders don't do is draft quarterbacks. Why? Because they were totally confident in Derek Carr. Rightfully so. No, he was a good quarterback, but he couldn't take us over the top. So Derek Carr never had any competition behind him to push him to make him better. And that's what sucked. I feel the Raiders should draft a quarterback every year or every other year and to see how he works out. They drafted Cam Miller late in the rounds. Will he be a starting quarterback in the league? I don't really see it as of yet. I mean, he had a good preseason that one game, but after that, didn't look good. So, Frank Weber, you always my man. You my man, dude. What's up, Weber? But just go ahead and ask a question, Weber. Like I said, what quarterback should we be looking at next year? Because right now, as it stands, we're number 8 pick, so we're in the top 10. So there's 17s above us. Quarterback, not necessarily the issue. Not necessarily the issue right now. I mean, Geno Smith is Geno Smith. You know, So, but we do need a quarterback. Miami, New Orleans, a lot of teams need quarterbacks. We got something that we never do. Draft a quarterback soon. Yeah. Definitely need online help. You're right. Exactly, Ryan. Exactly. You're in the same book I'm in. Yeah, New Orleans, yeah, Miami do need a quarterback because I don't think Tua is going to make it in the NFL for long because he could hit. Then, and plus guess who the general manager now Miami is? Our former interim general manager there. So he knows what they need. And I think Miami is ahead of us. Yeah, they are. They're ahead of us in the draft right now. So they'll probably take quarterback. But there are a plethora of quarterbacks in this draft this year. Not saying they're starting caliber quarterbacks as it stands right now. But we need to draft a quarterback for one reason. Geno Smith here for 3 years. I will not extend Geno Smith to another year contract. No. 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 We need a young quarterback, a talented quarterback who can throw the ball, who can actually run and escape the pocket. And we thought Geno Smith was going to be that guy. We thought Minshew was going to be that guy. But it is that the offensive line couldn't protect anybody, especially on the left side. Yeah, Parham, Colton Miller's out. And Colton Miller was a key of that offensive line. He was a captain of the offensive line. He was the key. But push comes to shove. I like that. I like that guy from North Carolina. Yeah, quarterbacks are like, you're right. Exactly. Don't know what you're going to get. There's certain quarterbacks that you know what you're going to get, and there's very few of them. Like the quarterback that 2 years ago when all the quarterbacks win the first round, most of them are doing good. And this last year, only one's doing good. Like Jackson Dart. But like I said, we need to build those trenches up. That's the main thing we have to do. I don't care what quarterback you pick up. I don't care what quarterback you have. If the defensive line's on backfield after the ball is snapped, well, good's he? You can't do anything. You can try to run out, but you don't want to do that because when they run the pocket, they get hurt a lot. Yeah. Fernando from Indiana. Excuse me. Fernando Mendoza from Indiana. This is a little good quarterback. He's a big guy. He can run. He can do his things. But still, you don't need a quarterback in a pocket running for his life every down. Every down. We need to get a quarterback. That guy from Oregon, he looks pretty good. But why do we need a running quarterback? No. We need a quarterback that can escape the pocket. Definitely. Ray Ryan. What did you say, Ray Ryan? Let's see. Hell no. Standing Geno Smith. No, not. Sucks for such a talented player to get such injury like Travis Hunter, but it does help us today. Please don't choke him. Yeah, Travis Hunter's not playing today, but it doesn't matter. If Geno Smith can get the ball to his receivers, it doesn't really matter if Travis Hunter is there or not. I mean, I think Travis Hunter's a better DB than he is a wide receiver. He's a great wide receiver. Not top tier, but he's a good wide receiver. I think him being out could help us a little bit. It could help us a little bit. But the fact of the matter is that we can't rely on one player being out for another team to have a good game. Brock Bowers didn't come there and play like Brock Bowers was last year. Jacoby Myers need to get his hands out of his pocket and make some catches. We signed Tyler Lockett, which is not starting, but you will see him in the game at certain points of the game. I was on a show yesterday with my ex best friend Jeff. Now he's still my good friend. I love Jeff. And Jason Downs, which asked him to come in, but he didn't. He refused to. But no, he didn't refuse. I don't know what's going on with him. But next factor was Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker has gotten better at running routes, like those slants and those 10 yards out, those curls. He's gotten a lot better. He has to step it up. Gino has to find him. Because one thing I've noticed, because Jason Downs, if you listen to Jason, come on in, the Jacksonville Jaguars D-backs have a problem with speedy receivers. And we got two of them, but Tucker is the main guy. If we can expose that to Carolina, they have to think about it. Now, Brock Bowers there, now is a different story. Maybe today this offensive line will click. Maybe today it'll click. Because now, for the last few games, Brock Bowers wasn't there, so teams have to worry about focusing on Brock Bowers. Now they have to. I know Michael Mayer's there, but he's not a focal point of the defense. You know? So Brock Bowers there, they're like, oh shit, he's there. Yeah, you gotta watch him. Because not only Brock Bowers can catch the ball, but you throw a 5-yard pass, he can run for another 10, 15 yards. That's now what we have today. If Geno Smith can find him. I'm sure the first play of the game, he's going to look for his ass really quick. And then when Locke get in the game, he's going to look for him. And that's what scares me. Geno Smith had that knack to stare his receivers down because he's trying to force the ball to him. That's how he gets those damn picks. Geno Smith had to watch the whole field because a few plays back in the Indiana game where Tucker was open. In the Washington game, Tucker was open, but he'll focus on one player and then boom. Even the Monday night game against the Chargers, he focused on Troy Myers. That was the best receiver he had. And they picked it off. They knew it. But now we got more options. So, well, I still have the question in the chat. You guys let me know. Of all the quarterbacks you see right now in college football, Beck, I can't even know all these names. I know it's too early for me. I'm still trying to wig up. But of all the quarterbacks you see, which one would you prefer for the Raiders in this scheme that we supposedly run? I don't even know what scheme we're running. I don't know what are we, a running team or a pass team or what? Yeah, just send you a link. Come on in. I send you Instagram. Come on in. Help me out. Because I'm still waking up because my wife was yelling last night with the Dodger game. My neighbor was going crazy. Hey, well, you see, I got my Dodger jersey on. Hey, come on, Jason. I see you link. Come on in. It should be IG. But like I said, there's some good quarterbacks out there, but we need to fix the O-line first. We can do it. And welcome my general manager to the stage. What's up, Jason? This is Jason, not Jason. Jason is out doing daddy duties. But what's up, Jason?
Wait for my headphones are kicking in. All right, there we go.
I can hear you. Yeah. Yeah, so you see what I got on, right, Jason?
What's that? I'm still things are still beeping on off in my head here.
That's okay. Yeah, so hey, Jason Downs, my general manager for when we do the mock drafts. That's my man right here.
Yeah, it seems like we're going to get a little early start on our program this year. Huh?
Hey, go do a draft. You go do a mock draft, man, this weekend, right?
Ugh. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So how you doing, Jason?
I've been busy putting Halloween stuff away, doing a little vacuum and sweeping, checking up on my mom, dealing with that.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, Jason Downs' mom is kind of that. How's she doing?
She's actually good. I mean, other than her blood sugar dropped real low this morning, so had to pump her with some orange juice and hard
Snickers?
candies. Yeah, actually, the root beer ones she likes. So put one of those under her tongue with some orange juice, and she's good.
Yeah, Gio's in the building. What's up, Gio Max? Hey, hey. Great. You know what? I'm wearing my Dodger jersey. That was one of the best World Series I ever seen.
It was a good one.
It was one of the best. These two teams played their ass off to win the World Series. That last night, after we left the show last night, they tied it up. I had to leave. My wife said, I can hear my wife yelling, "Yeah!" I said, "Man, go see what's going on." Man, that was great. But yeah, it's not a baseball channel. This is a Rays channel, but Dodgers still win. That's all World Series.
You know what? You earned it. You're a Dodger fan. You earned it.
Hey, we're in our last year, so back to back. It been like it had back to back since 2000 with Joe Torres. So it's the first time in 25 something years.
Yeah,
anyway,
so $400 million will get you.
So the top of the show was drafting a quarterback. That's a thumbnail that Jason put up in the topic. So question was, that's a chat. Nobody really gave me a really definitive answer yet. But what quarterback would you draft and when would you draft him? Because right now we're at number 8. Right now, as a day.
We'll be 5. We'll be at 4 or 5.
That means we're gonna lose it there.
Well, the Ravens are ahead of us.
Yeah.
Okay. And and I know they're healthy now. They're gonna start They're gonna start clicking some wins. The Giants are ahead of us. So
excuse me. Make sure you stream into your channel, dude. I don't see you up there. This is Jason Downs. He has his own channel too. Make sure you like, subscribe to him. I think he's over 100 right now. He just started like a couple months ago, so help him out, help me out. I'm at 289. I need to get that 500 mark. Help me out because I told you I'm giving away some stuff.
We're not in our studio. We're in Jason's studio. So
yeah,
I'm only at guest. I'm only a guest right now.
You can still stream it, dude. You go to the top. Go to the top. Say you like streaming your channel. If you want to back in, you can. I don't have that GeoMax.
There's nothing at the top. It's like really. This is really plain how it's set up right here, right now.
Well, let's say this is Jason's studio.
Yeah,
you can. But anyway,
it's okay. I don't need to. I don't.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's something. Hey, GeoMax, I don't have the Raiders call. That's on Jeff, Jason, and I channel. I don't have that Raider call here. But yeah, we need to. What do you think about this game? Okay, back to the question. What quarterback do you want to draft? When and how? When, where?
When and where? Well, we're gonna have to take a crack at it in the first round. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're gonna have to take a crack. There's gonna be a quarterback or a couple of them that might fall to us in that where we land in the 3, 4, 5 position. That's kind of where I'm anticipating will be. So, I mean, I would like a quarterback that when we do draft them, we can say, okay, we could probably hitch our wagon to this kid. Have a little. I'd like to see somebody that's a little experienced, has got more than 20 college games under their belt, has shown a lot of progress, is definitive in their athleticism, and then on top of that shows grit. I like that quarterback that's got a little grit in them, a little fire, little tang in their belly. That they when they get a little warm, they start getting not afraid to chop it up against the other team, and tell them, maybe talk a little smack, back and forth, and not. So.
Well, I want to draft a quarterback that gets in the offensive line, the running backs, and receivers' faces.
Yeah.
You know, go in there and tell them, like, you, that damn it, that ain't the route I called for you to run.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen a quarterback like that for the Raiders in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, Derek Carr was good for us, but he wasn't that guy. He was not saying he was soft, because you can't be soft playing NFL, but it
Yeah.
don't seem like he really got in the players' faces and tell them what the fuck's going on. You know, and we
I
had to
think,
go.
yeah, I think he was apprehensive about that. I think he was apprehensive of the challenges his teammates. At least
Right.
at first he was. I know that. 2016, I don't think he really had to challenge the guys in 2016 because everybody that offense was clicking
That offense
in
was good
2016.
back
It
then.
was
Yeah.
clicking,
Too bad he got
you know.
hurt.
Yeah.
And Geno Smith hasn't taken control of the team.
Mm-mm.
We need a quarterback that goes in there and commands, you do this, you do that. You know, that Mendoza character from Indiana looked like he might be the guy,
Mm-hmm.
but if these other teams had as ahead of us need a quarterback, he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
He's out. The guy from Moore from Oregon, he's the guy. He's
No.
gone.
Now you
So
got to take into consideration that Moore might stay.
he might.
He might stay. He does have a connection to Chip Kelly, so I don't. But that's the thing: is Chip going to be here next year?
If he's gonna be there.
I think if we were to do a poll right now, the consensus would be 99% no, he's not going to be here next year.
Yeah.
I'm probably one of those guys too. But
Yeah, like
there's
Rick Rivers
quarterbacks out there that I think that can command an offense, be a leader, and and somebody we can actually be proud of, that maybe we can have for 10, 12, 15 years running our team.
Yeah. Yeah, Chip Kelly. Well, no, the thing is that you can't run offense you want to run offense with if you don't have the players to run that offense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure Chip Kelly plans offense around Brock Bowers and he didn't have him. Didn't have him because Brock Bowers was the key point of last year. Although we didn't win many games, but he got a lot of yards, like catches, like thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he couldn't run the way he wanted to run. The only thing he had was Thornton, who right now is not a bust. He has to work on certain skill sets. For one thing, he has to put on muscle, weight, and develop his route running abilities more than he can. Because we can't have just not the 1960s, 1970 Raiders. We're going to take Blitikoff and Branch and just run down the field.
Mm-hmm.
Teams are more defense. The defensive teams are more complex now, with the cover 3, the cover 4, all that stuff. Thornton got to develop a skill. Okay, run an inside slant. Use your speed. Run inside slant, catch the ball, and then take it for another 5, 10 yards. That just goes straight down the field.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he did at Tennessee. He just ran and nobody could catch him and just caught the balls. But today's NFL is not like that anymore. You can't do that. I still like Thornton, but he got to develop more skills and put on some meat on his bones because if you watch Thornton, he can't muscle the ball from anybody.
Yeah.
What's up, Diesel? Welcome to the show, man.
He's got to get his man body. He's got to get his man body. That's and some guys develop that. They develop that man body, and then they become a little bit more usable in the NFL. They're more effective in the NFL, but it takes a lot. He's going to have to. He's going to have to get with the nutritionist and all that stuff and start figuring out how I'm going to do this and get stronger. And, just like you said, fight, the 50-50 balls or the one-on-ones or breaking through and catching a ball, even with the cornerback doing a rip on him to pull the ball out. And he's still clutching, it's like, you can tell some of the 50-50 balls or the balls thrown to him. He just didn't have the arm strength to collect it.
Wow.
Because these NFL players, they get paid too. They got muscle and speed on their side, so they're going to fight you for that ball.
Oh yeah, because their job's on line too. Because they let you catch a ball, get a touchdown. They're like, well, there go my payment. It's going down. I don't get paid no more because I let too many passes go over my head, and this guy caught it. I could have took it from him, he didn't. Yeah, like you said, growth to the man body, he probably will. I just say he'll probably get better in the future. Need some help. Jason, I'm gonna let you run the show for a minute. I gotta go do something right quick, okay?
Thank you so much for letting me
yeah,
come in here and run this party.
that's why I got you, because I love you. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, first of all, let me get in with the chat a little bit here. Geomex, what's up, man? Yeah. What's up, Frank Weber? Piano Man, brother man, welcome in. Hopefully we can have great conversation. And yes, I owe you an apology because some of my jokes were offensive. But I only offer those jokes whenever things are thrown at me. I'm the type of person, I could take a punch, but I will throw a punch back. And sometimes my punches hurt a lot more than what I took. So we're good with that, Piano Man. This isn't my show. This isn't my calendar. And this isn't my love. You're welcome in here. Ain't nothing I can do about it. But peace be will. Okay? This is about football. You want to talk about the Chargers? Talk about the Chargers. I don't care. Okay? But be respectful, because there's other guys in this chat that want to chat too. So on top of that, let's not spam chat. Okay? Get something. You got a question? Throw a question out there, man. Let's talk it out. Let's chop it up. But if you're just gonna go on there and this guy and that guy and this guy and that guy, then forget it, man. We don't need that.
Sorry about that. I gotta do something right quick. Anyway, yeah, this is Jason and my show, so he has no control of the chat. So there's a chat you want to talk to about?
Yeah, Piano Man's in here, and
I already gave him a warning. He already know.
And that's all it is, man. Just show a little bit of maturity, a little bit of moxie, and let's go. I know I apologize for my offensive jokes that I have told to him, but like I said, and Chris, you've known me long enough that I don't throw punches unless somebody throws a punch at me first.
Exactly.
So if I did that, I'm apologizing, because for the totality of it, they're inappropriate, and I get that. But at the same time, don't, you want to poke fun and stuff until you get to know me, and poke fun. That's cool. But whenever you start to get a little personal with the poke fun, I'm coming back, man. And yes, I can punch. I'm 6'4", 325 pounds, and knock a motherfucker out.
He's an ex-cop dude, so he know to do. So I would not challenge him in the back alley. I will go and buy him a beer first. I say, yeah, let's have a beer. Beyond Man, you're always welcome to come to the show, dude. You can come and talk your shit there. But anyway, it's not about Beyond Man. This is about the Raiders and about
this is about the Raiders and football.
Yeah, football.
If you got something that ain't specific Raiders but might tie to the Raiders, we're good with that.
Yeah. I'm a little guy. I'm only 5'9" and 210 pounds. But I tell you one thing, it's not the size of the dog that fights the bite, because I bite hard.
Yeah, but you're sweet. You're made of candy.
Anyway, move along.
Hey, last night's show, for you guys that are in the chat that didn't watch last night's show, go back and watch our last call last night. Oh my God, I watched it this morning. My jaw still hurts.
They always say it's a quiet guy you gotta watch.
And you guys, man, you guys pouted on me. I give this total disclaimer on some information. I give this total disclaimer in the content I'm gonna give, and all of a sudden, bam! You guys
watched the last call podcast last night. It wasn't me, and I back it up, because I'm gonna give me a lawyer, because I am not being responsible for what happened last night.
Yeah,
that was fun. So we made a petition last night. The let's go into that. It was 45 minutes, so we got, let's see, the time change. Oh, everybody adjusted to it.
Yeah.
We got 45 minutes of the show, so we're on the show about 30 minutes, so you got time to get their popcorn and hot dogs and steak.
It's popcorn and hot dogs ready.
Exactly. I remember prediction last night. I said 31-23 Raiders. Because now we got a little bit more offensive power on the field. Well, we do have Brock Bowers back. I'm not going to say he's going to have a great game, but I hope he does. You know, it's his first game back since the injury. Terry Tucker is my X factor. That pissed Jason off last night. Genty should. Jason said 80 yards. I agree with you on that, Jason.
Yeah, that's the threshold, 80 yards. 20
And
carries, 80 yards.
I like him seeing you like maybe 30 yards receiving.
Yeah, sprinkle in some receiving yards too, you know. That wouldn't hurt. I'm not going to put a number on the receiving yards because I think, honestly, he needs to be more effective running the ball.
Right.
That it's important. I mean, man, the run game, it makes that big of a difference and getting you to that fourth quarter to where you can win the game. Especially you go in, you get 6-7 minutes left, and you're up by a score or 2 scores, you know, and you've already established the run. Then it's like, okay, we're going to close this game out with it. Like kind of like with Josh Jacobs in 2021. Was it 2021?
22 was
22, 21, 22, where we get the ball with this was with Gruden. We get the ball with 5 minutes to go, and we got a lead. We're winning the game.
Well, it was like that against the Chargers in that last game where the Raiders win, we in the playoffs, we tied, we in the playoffs, we lose, we're out. When we were tied, and the stupid timeout that Chargers called, but he ran out the ball, so we in field goal range. That's what we need to see. Yeah. We can run the clock out if you want. If you guys want to go playoffs, yeah, we're cool with that. Well, I said cool with it, but you know what I mean? Yeah, we already got the game. We got the game in hand. We can win the game.
Yeah.
But you know, that's the kind of thing we need. We need that running back to wear the defense out.
Yeah.
Okay, PM man, stop. You're doing it again. Remember now, I can block you.
Brother, you don't need to do that, piano man. Just don't. It's not even necessary.
Stop. Okay.
It's just not necessary. Quit spamming the chat.
I told him I would give him warning.
Yeah,
I would give him warning.
I think warnings are done. He throws another chat up like this, and kick him. Right. We don't need the stupidity, man.
He's on Jason's channel, and I'm moderator, so I will kick him. Well, somebody else did.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be this way, man. This is, this is grown men time.
Yeah. So my prediction was 31-23. I remember your prediction was.
I have 29-21, but I'm not locked in on a specific score itself. But I'm looking for 20 points in the first half.
Okay.
I'm looking for 20 points in the first half. Okay. And a defense that is holding them in check. Maybe holding them to 7 or 10 points. Now, with a lead like that going into the second half, then, you got to be able to close it out. You got to either match the points or be progressively better than what they are putting points on the board. So this is what I'm looking for, Chris. And you agree with me or disagree with me, and everybody else in the chat, everybody else in Raider Nation that's watching this, is I want to win that one is convincing that we earned it. Okay. Mm-hmm. That we went out there and we played and we earned it. Okay. Not a win. The Titans win is false hope. Okay.
Yeah.
Take that. That's false hope. Because everybody knows it's like we won the game, but it just didn't feel like we won the game, right?
I was there and it felt like I was watching. I was sitting there. I could say I was there and I said a kid who was about 12, 13. I forget your name. But yeah, if you're watching, yeah, he knew more about the Raiders than some adults did. And we
Mm-hmm.
started talking to each other like he looked at me like, wait a minute, we gonna lose this game? We could
Yeah.
if they get this kickoff with everything else.
Yep.
But you also against a team that's worse than us. Okay.
Nah.
That was a win. Yeah, we need that W. But that's also a team I picked that the Bears will already lose to, which they damn near
Yeah.
did. So this is a game the Raiders could come out. And now not a dominant. The score had to be 45-6. It don't have to be nothing like that.
Mm-mm.
But they get the lead, hold the lead, and make sure that they don't do anything to like the last 3 minutes of the game is like 2 point lead, and then Lawrence Taylor, what's his name, Mr. Sunshine, throws the last minute touchdown when they win the game. That's what
Yeah.
we don't need. We need to get a lead. We didn't have it where it's fourth quarter, it's 3 minutes left, we up by 12. Then they
Mm-hmm.
get 2 touchdowns and win the game. That's the kind of stuff we
Yeah.
need to start doing. Not giving teams a chance to come back on us.
Yep. Yeah. A convincing win. Let's build some confidence at least. And especially with some of the younger players that uh, they need to contribute. They need to get in there, contribute, and give them some confidence going forward because we got a big test Thursday night. Let me regress. That's not a big test. We need to show we belong in the AFC West come Thursday night.
No,
Okay.
keep going with that. Give your thoughts because this is a third division game. Right now we're 0-2 in the division.
Yep.
Denver right now is on a tear.
Yep.
No, they're not gonna have their key defensive player. Surtain's not gonna be there.
Yeah.
But still, that defense and the defensive line and that guy over there,
That Benito or whatever is Benito. Yeah.
Yeah,
That dude
was
can
awesome.
get after it.
That dude was awesome.
Yeah.
And with the offensive line is set right now, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to block him.
Yeah.
So, it's gonna be in Vegas. No, I'm going ahead, but I'm just looking at the future because it's a short week. We gotta get Brock Bowers going. Lockett is not gonna be the savior of the team. Like, say, oh, we got Lockett. We should have Lockett. We should have Lockett. We should have Lockett at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
You should have signed at the beginning of the season. I don't know why they didn't.
Yeah, that doesn't. I mean, I'm not angry at the signing. The timing of it kind of bothers me a little bit, but I'm not angry. I mean, just like when we brought Amari Cooper in, it was for veteran leadership. That was the purpose behind that.
Right.
We didn't expect him to come in here and rewrite the history book on our offense.
Exactly.
We just needed somebody to come in because we got young guys that need a little direction. Some of the greatest NFL wide receivers of all time had leadership to bounce off of. Like Randy Moss had Chris Carter. So things like that. It helps those guys develop and become great. Not just good but great.
Because we're a young wide receiver group. The veteran of the team is guess who? Trey Tucker. He's a veteran of the team.
Yeah, 3 years.
Well, Joey Myers there too, but you got to look at it. Our receiving core is pretty young.
Very young. Almost too young.
Yeah, we needed somebody to come in there and just shape things up because every team had that veteran receiver. He might not be catching 1,000 yards that season, but bringing Lockett, he could come in and show Thornton, Tucker, other receivers that's on the team best. Geno Smith like you do this route. That's what he's best at.
Mm-hmm.
Tucker is not like he used to be. I'm not mad at that. Bringing him in, he should have been a long time ago, but he can help him out to show this is what Geno Smith likes. This is what Pete Carroll likes.
Yeah.
You guys run this. And my boy Bueno saying, good morning, Bueno.
What's up, Bueno?
Thanks for unsubscribing to me, man. I just kicked you off and moderator. I have to do it right now. I was kidding, right now.
That's all right. I made him a mod on my channel.
Yeah,
I got 7 people on my channel, and 6 of them are moderators.
I'm going to put Bueno back on probation again. I love me some Bueno. And tell your refrigerator stop spamming me.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, being Lockett was a decent move, but it's not going to turn the needle.
Yeah.
He's not going to turn the needle. He can help out the guys, but it's a little too far too late. He should have brought him in early in the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the nation that's in the building, I know we did last time, we do it again. My prediction is 31-23 Raiders. Give me your prediction.
This is for the chat.
Better yet, since Geno Smith now has Lockett, and I say he's not starting, but he will be in there sometime here and there. How many yards, catches, touchdowns Geno Smith have? And excuse me again.
I'm looking for 2 touchdown passes out of him. At least 2. A defensive touchdown and a running touchdown. That's 4 touchdowns. So let's see what else. If you're in the chat, put up if you got a prediction, throw a prediction up. See what you got. I'm hoping that the 2 weeks that we're coming off a bye in 2 weeks. We found something. Now, something that I truly believe, and everybody else could probably believe as well, is they haven't brought Bowers at 100%. It's going to make that big of a difference. It really is. You know, even if he's 5. Well, let's go back to the Patriots game. He had 6 catches for 105 yards.
Yeah.
You know, just that alone made a difference in Jacoby and Trey and, you know, the other guys. What really was horrible that game was the lack of run game. Had we been able to kick off 80 to 120 yards in that game, it would have been a blowout. Like, it would have been a lot worse. Mario, what's up, man? So in all honesty, the biggest thing that I'm looking for is, one, coming off the bye. How do they perform coming off the bye? You see what I'm saying? Let's take it for what it's worth. You've had all this time, and not only that, you kind of got the benefit because we're going to double back on a Thursday night. So you have the Jaguars game that you're preparing for, but you should already have your game plan installed for Thursday night. And then after Thursday night, you got another 10 days off. So we're going to play 2 games in essentially 3 in a month. You know, that's a lot of time off. So you got to get that momentum going now. With the Jaguars, you got to get that momentum, build that confidence, be successful on every down. Let's not get the pre-snap penalties. Let's not look confused. Let's not be disoriented. On the sidelines, post drive, are you guys getting in there and you're dissecting what went wrong with the previous drive? Okay. Now, when I say drive, Chris has hit on this many a times. Chris4Raiders and I both have hit on this many a times. These 15-play, 11-minute drives for 3 points is not gonna cut it. We're tired of that. That doesn't. All you're doing at that point is you're taking away an extra possession that you might need later in the game for 3 points. Okay. And then you turn around, the defense goes out and allows the same thing, a long, sustained drive. So, you know, it's complementary football. They both have to work hand in hand with each other. So the offense needs to be successful, have sustained drives that are worth it, that get points, number one. And number two, the defense has got to get off the field no less than 5 plays.
Hey, ER, welcome to the show, man. We should join in, brother.
What's up, Abkasi?
We need the ball control.
Mm-hmm. Chewy,
That
what's
means
up, man?
running
I saw you.
balls, screen passes, short passes, get 4 yards, 5 yards on first down.
Yep.
Make it make it second down and 3 to second down and 4.
Yeah. Second
And
down and 3, second down and 4, man. That makes your playbook
then,
so much bigger.
then second down, you can do something stupid.
Yeah. You can
You
throw it
can
to
just run
Kappa
there
if
and
you want
throw the
to.
ball down deep. Then we get now we're averaging 4 yards on downs, so you can get that first down.
Yep.
But we go out and then getting like 1 yard on first down, losing 2 yards on first down, and we're buying the sticks,
Yep.
which we've been doing. Then we're useless.
Yep.
We're useless.
Yep.
Going down, like you said, like me, Jason, we both agree that we talked about this constantly. Going down, starting at the ball at 35-yard line, doing 60-yard drive, get to the 5-yard line in the red zone, 3 and out. Then we got to kick a field goal. Makes no damn sense.
Yeah.
Our red zone, when we get there, to the red zone, is atrocious. There's no way we should get down with Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly is a great offensive coordinator. Well, prove it, because right now, he's not doing anything that we haven't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
You get in the red zone, first down at the goal, and we got to kick a field goal. What's really going on here?
Mm-hmm.
I know we like Brock Bowers, but we still got that tight end, Mike Maris. He's decent. He's not a Brock Bowers, but you got a running back that's supposed to be that guy. He's not getting in zone. You run the ball on first down, he gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Second down, gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and then got to depend on Geno Smith to throw a touchdown. Well, Geno Smith's red zone record, I looked at it. I thought it was bad, but it is really bad.
Yeah, he had bad red zone performance before he even got to us.
Yeah, I know. I thought it'd be better, but because I blamed last year.
I saw that when we brought him in, I was doing a little research on his efficacy and whatnot, and that was one of the things. He had like a 47% effective rate in the red zone or QBR. That's bad.
That's bad. Horrible. That's high school. That's Pop Warner level.
especially a guy that's got a little bit of mobility, and he doesn't. That's one of the things. Some of the other content creators and radio shows were talking about that. Why doesn't he utilize some of his athleticism? Well, there's two theories behind why he doesn't do it. Number one, he's older, so when he does run, even sliding and getting up hurts more than what it did years ago.
Yeah, sure.
That's one of them. And number two, I don't think he's really confident in his running abilities. So. And that's
run like maybe 4 times, 3 times 4 times at most for first down. And we thought that we would have that ability with a quarterback that can escape the pocket and get a first down, but he really hasn't done that. Because everybody bitch about Aiden O'Connell who can't move. He's wearing cement shoes, cement Nikes or Adidas.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we know he don't do it. So we get Minshew. We thought he could do it, but he didn't do it. Mm-hmm. So I assume, okay, Jim Smith, at least he can escape the pocket, but he hasn't done that. He rolls to the right and throws, great, but he doesn't take off and run. So I don't know what they're waiting on. I mean, maybe they are waiting on Brock Bowers, because he was a key part of offense last year. So was Jacoby Myers. Because when Brock Bowers was in, that made Jacoby Myers have the best year he had in the NFL.
Yeah.
So
Brock Bowers makes a big difference, and I think we'll see. I think that's one of the things we're going to see today. Is he's going to make a big difference as far as how everybody else plays as well, because he draws a lot of attention. You know what I mean?
That's it.
He draws a lot of attention, but he's also, and there's very few guys in the NFL that can make a bad quarterback look good, and he's one of them. He can make a bad quarterback look good.
Yeah, he does. Because hopefully he's at least 90% healthy. I can't say 100%, but 80 to 90% Brock Bowers is good.
I don't think anybody's 100%.
When he played against when he played that Monday Night Chargers, he was not 100%. He was not even close to 50%. Okay, so we got a prediction in from Geo Max. 38-19 Jags. Jags. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I said 31-23.
Thank you, Apicassi. I have a nice collection of Howie Long jerseys.
Oh, Jeff. Jeff's in the chat. Jeff, guess the jersey I'm wearing. Oh! yeah, that's the yeah, that's the thing.
See that, Apicassi? Nice collection going on here, and I got one more in the closet too.
And he will be here in LA in 3 weeks when he plays.
Oh yeah, he's going to Disneyland.
Was it a waste of money?
Apicassi, you just won a landing in Los Angeles. What are you going to do next? I'm going to Disneyland.
Good luck with that. Anyway, folks, we got about like 8 minutes left in the show because we're gonna cut it short because there's some games going on. We're gonna get back and watch the rare game.
Football today. It's Sunday.
Yeah, it's no international game today. I think it's next weekend. I don't think they have an national game today.
Yeah, international game next weekend and then the weekend after. There's 2 more left on the schedule.
Yeah, this is football games going on. I don't know who's playing early, but I know some guys like to watch other games, so I'm not going to keep you guys to watch other games.
Yeah.
By the way, coming up Thursday night, Jeff's still in the building. There will be a watch party with Jeff and Nate on their show.
Yep.
They do their show. They're going to have a watch party. And I'm going to try jumping in and make Jeff mad about the Dodgers. That's a good money.
I'm just going to try to make him mad. I'll just find a topic to make him mad.
Hey, my man, James.
What's up, brother?
I don't have the Raiders shot like Jeff has on this channel. This is Jason, who is doing his fatherly duties. Once again, guys, he's been a dad taking care of his little baby girl.
He's got a baby, man.
Yeah, little baby.
Daddy time.
Yeah, daddy time. Jason, what do you say? No Disneyland, me brother. Might take a trip down south of the U.S. border though. Nah, don't do that. Don't go to the border. Dude.
Yeah.
The way things going on, I don't want them. I don't want ICE pick you up saying, "Yeah, you don't belong here." So don't go to the border.
Yeah. TJ ain't the same, man.
I know, Jeff, but you were teaching me last night about go Blue Jays, but I had to put this shirt on. So I know he's not. He's a Baston guy. Where's going to win against the Jaguars for Carol Davis and George? That'd be great. They went for Carol Davis. She passed away, but that's not the reason to win the game because the owner's wife, the ex-owner, the former owner's wife died. That's not the reason to win the game. The reason to win the game is to be a good football team. But yeah, if they play for Carol Davis, that'd be great. I can see them honor her. Right. That'd be awesome. But they need to win the game. Period.
Mm-hmm. That's what it comes down to.
But
do it convincingly, man. I want a convincing win. Something that we can go, we earned that.
Yeah, I don't want a close game. All right, GeoMax, thanks for stopping by, man. The early morning show, the Pillaging show. My guest appearance, Jason Downs. I love Jason Downs. He's my GM when we do our mock drafts. Jason is doing his daily duties, so thanks for coming in. Yeah, like I said, let's win the year for them, not just a game. Exactly. We need to win games. Because right now, we're about to get in the teeth of our schedule. The teeth.
Yep.
And, we got the Broncos Thursday night. And then we got 10 days, and we got the Cowboys, who are just in the same boat as we are because they didn't win too. But, it is what it is. My 10-game prediction is done. It's out. I'm looking at 5 games now. If we're at 5 games, we one game better than last year, which is not good.
Yeah.
We be in the top 10 in the draft picks. Anyway, so before we sign off, what quarterback would you draft Jason via first round or move up in the first round to get?
I'm not going to put a name on it. I'm just looking for a quarterback that we can hang our hat on and say that's our guy. We're riding with him and be confident that he could get the job done.
Well, we do need a franchise quarterback moving forward because Pete Carroll's going to be another 3 years. So I'm going to
That should be priority number one. We can build an offensive line in the second, third, and fourth round, and free agency. We can build an offensive line, and believe it or not, I really, in all honesty, I think we're one or two pieces away from having a decent offensive line. If they don't quit fucking with JPJ, let JPJ be himself, and then get a guard I think a guard or a center would make a big difference. And there's a center that's out there that he's probably about a
two of them out there. I see. There's
a second round pick that this guy. I think we could slide him in tomorrow, and he'd.
What team? Because I think I know who you're talking about. There's one center out there. There's two centers out there.
Yeah, I like Penn State's center, but I don't know if he's eligible.
Is that Penn State center and that guy from Nebraska? I like those centers right there.
Yeah,
I mean, Wisconsin.
And those are good schools to draft linemen from. You know, that's one of the things that I talked about with somebody else, another content creator, that a lot of times when you go draft an offensive lineman, what school are they coming from?
Wisconsin, Penn State,
Wisconsin,
Nebraska,
Penn State, Utah, Nebraska,
Iowa.
Boston College used to produce a lot of good offensive linemen.
They did.
You know?
You can't go to those corn-fed states.
Yeah,
get those linemen.
Now, Iowa has 3 offensive linemen that a lot of people are jellying about because they're doing really good in college, but there's buyer beware with a couple of them. So it's kind of be careful because Iowa runs a different type of offense that not, this and the speed that they play, the teams that they play against. I know they're in the Big Ten, but I don't know if it's going to translate. I don't think they're going to be quick enough in the NFL to get. We'll see. We'll see when the measurables come out. Start putting the measurables together. Get these guys into Senior Bowl or something like that, and see what happens. Because that a lot of times you go, okay, I think we could do something with this kid and draft him in the second, third, fourth, maybe fifth round, and do something with him.
So AR say the guy from Fresno State, Suk Mayak, I probably butchered his name. They look like a good prospect. They got a few good quarterbacks out there that could be good for us because we do need a quarterback, a franchise quarterback. We had one before, Derek Carr. Right now, we've been getting these other guys in here, but we need to get a quarterback in there. Like I say, Pete Carroll's not going to be there forever. We get a quarterback to build around him. I mean, it's sad to say he can sit behind Geno Smith, but sitting behind Geno Smith is really not that awesome. And so he gave me the pronunciation. I had that last night with Jason. So Suk Mai Kok. Okay.
No, stop, Chris. Stop.
Yeah, I'm done with the pronunciation.
Stop.
I can't be the one. What the old school names where the guy's name is Jeff Miller or Todd or Todd Johnson? Hey, all these quarterback names are crazy. Give me an easy name. 1950s name. His name is Brad Johnson. Hey, there we go. Anyway, fellas.
All right, man.
Hey guys, you know what? Thanks for joining the Pillaging show. My special guest, my main man, Jason Downs. He's here.
Thanks for letting me come in.
Jason, because the other Jason is out doing his follow he does what he should be doing with all those dads out there.
Yeah. Love your kids now, man. They grow up fast. We
have an important game today. And it's like a must win, but it's a needed win. We got to win this game. Say it slowly, Chris.
Chris, don't say it. Just don't say it. He's trying to trap you.
I'm done with these names. I'm done with the names. I'm just going by their numbers. Number 4 from Iowa State. I don't know. You say these names they got down. Anyway, hey, thanks for joining us this morning. Appreciate you guys. Make sure Jason was not streaming on the channel. He couldn't do it, but go to Jason Downs, says first down. Raiders
first downs. Number 1 ST Downs.
Yeah, go to the station, hit the subscribe button.
Eventually I'll change it to Raiders touchdowns. if we progress. But right now, it's just I want first downs.
Well, first we gotta get touchdown. Yeah, first we get first down, exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for joining us, Jeff. Thank you for joining us, AR, and the rest of the chat. Yeah, everybody for joining us. Frank Weber, who else in here? Ana Bueno. Thanks for subscribing back to my station, Bueno. You still on probation, but anyway. So with that being said, Raiders win 31-23.
29-21.
There it is. Be safe, you guys. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the time change, except for AR. I know they do daylight saving times in Australia, but we do it here.
Yeah.
I think we only one state that doesn't do it is Arizona. But yeah, enjoy the extra hour of sleep you should have got or could have got. But anyway, stay safe. Go Raiders. We'll see you Monday morning with me and Jeff on the quarterback show. And that's it.
I'll be around.
All right. Let's go, Raiders!
It's the Sunday morning Pillaging show.